What all of the reports have found is that the race and ethnicity of a driver is, in fact, a significant factor in traffic stops.
What we hope to be able to do is to engage you in a dialogue about what your views are related to the issue at hand that we're discussing, that we can have a calm conversation about, and I know we will.
I don't know the answer to what makes this all better. I do think that these things require honest conversations that don't always happen. We've got to talk about race in a real way in these contexts.
The sad thing is, like, we got a couple of big cities, we got a lot of towns, they got chiefs, and there's a lot of racism all around our state, and nobody really want to talk about it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Ronald Higgins. I'm the chief of police at Yale University. I believe that our biases aren't necessarily fixed. I believe they are malleable. I think by exposing not just people, more specifically police officers, to counter stereotypes and to people who don't necessarily look like them is a step in the right direction.
But I don't know that I need to be familiar with you to respect you as a human being.
I don't disagree with Senator Winfield. In fact, I don't know of many chiefs that want someone who cannot see the basic humanity in any one individual working with them. But I go back to just the being exposed to different counter stereotypes as a step, not a solution. It's certainly not a destination, it's a stepping stone.
Tony Reyes, interim chief, New Haven Police Department. The fact is that we're biased. The fact is that we recruit from the human race in police departments. And so those biases are magnified when someone wears a badge and has a gun and has authority. That's something we have to deal with. And I can tell you that one of the challenges of a police chief, after being someone that was born and raised in this community, and myself as a Hispanic male with my brothers knew very clearly not to cross the border because we were going to get stopped. And it was by design. And then having come on the police department and been affirmed of that through the things that I saw as a police officer, there's no denying, like Senator Winfield said, the question of whether this exists. I don't think there's anyone in this room that would deny that. But the question isn't whether it exists. The question is, what do we do about it? How do we fix this without tearing each other apart?
What's happening to people across this nation, black people, by law enforcement? It's painful.
The police officers in our community are totally disconnected. Y'all look like and feel like you're doing one thing for the community. We don't feel these things at all.
Conversations that I've been having with police, I'm trying to explain to them that the world and the wideness of the fear that I have about what could happen to me is so fresh and so wide. How do we become more sensitive to each other when we're hurting?
Why is it when an officer pull us over and you ask a question, "Excuse me, sir, what you pull me over for?" they jump it down your throat, like want to cuss you out, like we can't even speak to them. It's so much that we ain't even talking about here. Like, you're talking about racial profiling, but then after the initial stop, where's the professionalism? For some reason, we are not respected as human beings.